What is up, squad? It's your boy Jay, back at it again, another reaction based off of horror stories. And for this one, we have a topic now. And I chose the one that, I think I told you guys this before, that I have astrophobia. And that means, like, sometimes I get a little nervous, or I hate to say it like this, but scared during a thunderstorm. Like, nervous that the power might go out or lights might glitch or something after a big rumble. But it's by Mr. Nightmare. Go subscribe to this dude. He has the best horror stories and stuff. Nothing cliche. Yep. And I'm also doing this at night. Excuse me, my son's just acting up again. But let's say this though. I'm at the house alone now, so I get to talk loud. But I did this on the same day. You want to know how? Because it was night. My first reaction on Sunday, I told you like it was 1 a.m. on today. So I've been up for 17 hours doing reactions. So that means since I'm home alone now and my mom's not in her room and she's actually at work and I'm at work too, getting paid, guess what I get to do? Look, I got the microphone. I turned this all the way up. Turn the quality, sensitivity all the way up again. Let's get it with the reactions. See what I can do? And like, comment, subscribe. Let's do this. So I just like to do a big loud noise around the house making music and stuff. You can also check out my other reactions on my YouTube channel.
When I was 14 years old, I lived with my mom, dad, 2 brothers, and my sister in a rural town in Florida. Overall, I miss living in Florida, but the one thing I don't miss was the constant rain. On one particular stormy Saturday night, where the thunder was so loud it shook the whole house, me and my 2 brothers had nothing to do. My sister was out at a friend's house.
There's like a hotel room.
Me and my 2 brothers decided to play some video games to pass the time. It was only 8 o'clock after all. I remember we were playing some weird PS2 game where all the WWE wrestlers were driving cars and shooting at each other. I don't remember the name, but I remember the exact moment the power went out. I was about to kill my brother in the game when the room went completely dark, and the sound of something popping from outside echoed into the room. We assumed a fuse had blown outside on one of the power lines. We went to call for our dad, who was already getting his rain jacket on to go outside and check.
Hey, see how I sort of jumped when that light started glitching? It hurt a little, like that. That got me. That really got me.
The house has 2 fuse boxes, one outside attached to the telephone pole on our lawn, and one inside. He asked me to go outside with him to aim a flashlight at the fuse box. When we were outside, he opened up the fuse box and began flicking around the different switches, hoping to reset something. He tried every switch, but the power didn't seem to come back on. He told me to wait there and to keep flicking switches while he went inside to do the same thing with the indoor fuse box. The rain was coming down hard. I just wanted to go inside as soon as possible. As I had the flashlight in my hand aimed into the fuse box, even through the sound of rain pounding down on the ground, I thought I heard something come from the woods behind our house, like a giant log cracking. I aimed the flashlight into the woods, and for maybe half a second, I thought I saw an arm reaching around from behind a tree. But as soon as the light exposed it, the arm pulled away behind the tree. I shut the fuse box, ran up the front patio, and into the house.
Well, this is what I'm concerned. Why would your dad send your 14-year-old child in a storm to go to the fuse box? Idiot! You should try to work with each other in the house. Why don't I check the fuse box tomorrow? And it's outside tomorrow if it's still raining. I mean, at least did he have a jacket on or something? But not like that. Don't get it twisted though. But what I'm trying to say is that don't send the child outside. I'll say, Dad, you go outside while I check the fuse box that's inside. You do the one that's outside. Okay? Okay, we're on the same page here, right? Let's continue.
I ran to my dad, who was tampering with the switches inside the fuse box in the closet. He entertained my claim, but he didn't seem to take what I said very seriously. He followed me outside around back, where I aimed the flashlight into the woods, the same spot I saw the arm. My dad took the flashlight from me and made his way into the woods. I stayed by the back patio in total darkness. Pretty soon my dad went so deep into the woods that I couldn't see the flashlight anymore.
Dang.
Growing nervous, I inched my way closer to the woods, repeatedly calling out for my dad, until I found myself walking into the woods. It was hard to even hear myself think over the sound of rain pouring down on the leaves above, but I did suddenly hear footsteps not too far away. Once again, I called out for my dad, and I heard him answer. This made me panic. Why, you may be wondering? Because my dad's voice came from a completely different direction than the footsteps. I ran in the direction of my dad's voice and eventually found him walking back to the house. Out of breath, I barely managed to tell him about the footsteps over in the other direction. He told me to go back inside and he'll continue to look around, and so I went inside and locked the door. Me, my brothers, and my mom all waited by the back door, expecting to see him come out of the woods any second. Eventually, we heard someone at the front door trying to open the locked door. I went over, expecting it to be my dad, but my mom stopped me and looked through the peephole. Then she screamed. She ushered me away from the door and told all of us to go upstairs, and at that same moment, my dad came back into the house through the back door. I didn't see the rest of what happened, but I heard my dad yelling at someone outside. When he came back in, he told all of us he saw someone running into the woods. I knew he was taking this seriously now. We thought it would end there, but the next morning, we found that the basement window had been smashed, and there were muddy footprints all over the basement carpet. A large wad of cash that was sitting on the basement bar was stolen, along with a few antique decorations that held some value. The scary part was that the muddy footsteps went up the stairs, but stopped there.
Oh.
Our basement door had a very heavy-duty lock, which may be the only thing that stopped this man from exploring the rest of our house, possibly even our bedrooms. It's been a pretty rough couple of nights over here in Midwest. Flood warnings are replaced with thunderstorm watches. Thunderstorm watches are followed up by tornado warnings. And even sirens add a nice touch to this surreal nightly experience.
Boy, nice touch? There ain't no nice touch. You gotta evacuate. Leave it. You can try to bring your PS4 with you at your house, but I mean at your location that you're gonna go to for evacuation. But if your house gets messed up, anything has a nice touch, then that mess of my house is gone. Then I can do no reaction videos with privacy. But maybe my privacy will be like alone now, because this is my house, yes. And, bruh, tornado warnings are like the worst. Yes, because it can wipe out your house. You don't know if it's from an EF1 to an EF5. Bruh, you're stupid if you say it has a nice touch. It's like you want to die. Or even lose your house and become homeless and live on the streets. Man, that's crazy. Well, that's you. That ain't me. Man, I'm moving up north.
I used to enjoy a good thunderstorm. You get yourself comfortable on a couch, grab an extra pillow with a blanket, cuddle up, and enjoy the show of grace and might. Lightning bolts ripping through the sky, illuminating clouds, houses, and tree lines. The sound wave, coming with a tad of delay, shaking the window frames and sending a strange tingle through your body. Nature is a powerful force, and it was majestic to see it in action. Until tonight. The forecast was promising a late-night thunderstorm, so I was caught by surprise when I started seeing flashes outside around midnight.
That's when my astrophobia hits. Late night thunderstorm. But guess what? It's going to hit again. Well, even when I'm not doing this. Because today they call for... thunderstorms going for 7 p.m. all the way to tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. I might be up all night. Wait, There's no lightning bolts showing. Oh, it's just gonna be rain. I could take rain, but not all that flashing and stuff. But if the only flashes I want to see are ones that are from fireworks. That's what I love to see. But lightning, hell no. Cause when my power go out, I'll be become like I'm gonna go from 15 to 3 times younger. Like a 5-year-old.
Since I wasn't prepared for it, I tried to quickly finish up the Orange is the New Black episode and get myself to the couch. When I got my headphones off, I realized why the flashes seemed...
Hold up, I know you guys may have seen a glitch, but if it seemed like my head going from one position to another by mistake like this, but without me moving it, and it just moved on its own, I just had a phone call with my mom. She said she's on the way. So, let's get through this.
Odd at first. There was no sound to follow them. I mean, if the lightning is in the clouds or pretty far away, then yeah, I guess the sound could be missing. But yes. The flashes seemed so close. I decided to check out the sky of the kitchen window. There's a pair of large glass panels that give you a good wide-angle view to the outside. To keep my eyes adjusted to the darkness, I stayed away from flipping the switches on and traveled through the house relying on my memory. The moonless darkness of outside gives you that eerie feeling, even if you are inside of the safe walls of your house. But those are just the feelings, nothing else. If it wasn't for the glass, the pitch-black darkness of both sides made me feel like the safe walls surrounding me no longer exist, and that feel of safety was slowly crawling away. But the walls did shatter when I glanced up high into the sky, and my eyes met the twinkly stars staring back at me. There were no clouds. There was no thunderstorm with lightning. No, there wasn't. But the next flash, right from the other side of the window pane, did reveal that there was someone 5 feet away from me, and nothing but a thin glass sheet was separating us apart.
Hold up. Remember, I always keep this baby in hand. Always be strapped, y'all. Honestly, you have to be, but if you're a tough dude, good. But I'm not too tough, but I got them arms though. I think my arms are enough, but guess what? I still got this baby with me. 24/7, 366. Well, don't look at me. Well, duh. They're here 66 days in a year. Well, I'm gonna go 365 then. 24/7, 365. So, mess with me. This is who you're gonna meet. Shoot, you don't want to meet this little fella. I'm gonna call Mr. Scratch. Scratch that, literally. Come on.
In the year 2009, I was spending a weekend with my uncle on his ranch when my parents were renovating the new house we had just bought. It was my second night there, a Saturday, and it happened to be during one of the biggest thunderstorms of the year. I'd say there were at least 3 crashes of thunder and lightning per minute. And we were in the heart of the storm, because the thunder would crash not even a second after the lightning would. I always enjoyed listening to storms while laying in bed. So I stayed up a little later watching TV, just enjoying the ambiance. After the movie I was watching finally ended, I turned off the TV and tried to fall asleep.
Man, that's the type of sound that would get me out of nowhere. Like a little rumble, I'm walking a little slower. But the louder, if it's loud as hell like that, oh, I'm stopping my tracks. I'm either crawling or something. My skin gonna crawl, and I'm gonna crawl while, like on the floor, like I'm still 15 months old. Oh, I almost said pregnant. Let's get through this.
As I heard the lightning strike from outside, I could have sworn I heard some kind of metallic thud coming from outside at the same time.
I did too.
I didn't pay it too much mind. 20 seconds later, I could have sworn I heard it again. A very distinct metallic thud coming from outside to match the timing of the lightning. I really don't mean to make this sound like a cliche horror story, but my uncle really is a kind of creepy guy, and I was never close with him even remotely. So for that reason, I didn't feel right going to wake him up. I just tried to forget about it. Now I was getting concerned. What the hell could that be? After the third time, I finally got out of bed and walked over to the window of the guest bedroom. The water pouring down on the window made it extra hard to see what was out there in the dark fields. A flash of lightning momentarily lit up the property, but I couldn't see anything. However, once again, the sound of a metal hit accompanied it. The sound was so close now, it sounded like it was coming from the left of the window at a blind spot. I was going to do something I knew my uncle wouldn't be happy about. It would be a bit messy, but I was going to open the window and peer outside to see if I could see what the sound was. I unhooked the window lock and slid it up, and immediately the wind of the storm blew.
This is not going to be about the reaction though, but I'm just telling you guys this. I heard like a little rumble. Until it just stopped. Settled. No, don't turn off the TV. Yeah, it just stopped all of a sudden, like if I did this, like that, instead of just making a squeak noise. Well, I thought that was the rumble, but that's my, like one of my neighbor's fences opening, made out of wood, hitting that concrete. Like, now to make fences like gates, you know. That thing sounds just like thunder. I was like, when I was younger, I used to keep thinking that it's thunder, it's thunder, it's thunder. Like, boy, that's the neighbors. That's what mom used to tell me.
Drops of rain into the room and onto me. I stuck my head out the window and looked to the left, and at that very moment, lightning lit up the property once again, and I could see a person dressed in all black crouched down by the outside basement door with his hand raised in the air. And before the sky went dark, I caught the briefest glimpse of what the sound was coming from. The person was bashing at the basement door lock. I pulled my head in and quietly shut the window, making sure to lock it. I was in a panic. I feared he might have seen or heard me. I ran back to bed and pretended to be asleep, facing away from the window. Lightning crashed once again, but this time there was no metallic thud. My heart must have dropped as I realized this. I just stayed put in bed for the longest time, hoping whoever was out there would go away. After maybe 3 more lightning crashes without any thuds accompanying them, I thought it would be safe to go tell my uncle. I turned to face the window and screamed.
I do not care. On the first metallic thud, I'm going to report this straight to my parents. That's what you should do. That's like if you see somebody with a gun, don't wait till somebody starts firing to go tell them. Because you're going to look like a dumb person. Even though you're reporting it like you're supposed to, do it the first time. Don't wait for the last minute. That's so stupid. Once you hear the first metallic thud with thunder, I don't care if your uncle's asleep, getting drunk, or anything. Go and tell him. Go and tell him the don't. Just tell him. Don't wait for something to happen. Like if I see somebody, like one of my friends out here playing around, and all of a sudden I see a gun. I'm not gonna wait for him to pull it out and point at somebody and start shooting. I'm gonna go tell somebody about this, so in that way nothing would have happened. I could be dead, somebody else could be dead. In fact, you know what, people play too much.
There was a figure clear as day standing at the window looking in at me. I screamed as loud as I could and ran straight to my uncle's room. He went outside with his hunting rifle with nothing on but his pajamas, not even socks. He ran around the entire property yelling like a madman, but didn't find anyone. The next morning, we were able to better see the marks on the basement door lock. It was almost bashed open. Maybe 3 or 4 more good hits would have done it, according to my uncle. He was proud of me for picking up on it.
Good.
Luckily, I was out of there that same day.
But I wouldn't be happy.
My uncle hasn't told us of any incidents since, so I think he's been okay. Not that we talked to him much at all. I'm grateful I stayed up a little later that night watching that movie, because I may have just stopped a robbery, or possibly much worse.
Gotta get ready for. Everybody get ready for me. Like I gotta stay strong because you know I have astrophobia, meaning like the fear of lightning or thunder. Cause that's what I'm just saying. Cause I already told y'all in the middle of this reaction, I told you all that they call it for like some late night storms, but not actually a storm. Not no thunder, no lightning. Till wait a minute, I think I saw something on my phone here. No, this ain't my real phone. I record the rest off of my phone. I don't do it on a computer yet, like a professional does, or some way. But yeah, I still access the weather even though it doesn't have service. Cause it's breezy right now, but it's gonna be the same Monday. So they canceled the storm. Well, anyway, I have some news for you all. I have this reaction of channel now, which I replaced the name of my main channel, which I put all my reaction videos that I make here on this here app, REACTION.CAM. You could go to J-Rock Reacts, and you will see let me sign out on my computer real quick. Alright, I'm gonna just sign out. Alright. And then I'm gonna type in J-Rock Reacts and see if it's able to be found. Alright, I'm typing J-Rock Reacts. Alright. Oh man, the rain's here early. Alright. And you have to go under the channels. When you go to the filter, go to let's see, where's channels? Yep. You go to click channel after you see that. Because you're gonna see like the little hot looking sports car, which soon will be my car one day. But I think it's a capital R. I'm trying to find my channel. Like, what else? Yeah, because I only have 14 subscribers. So if you can see like this gray car with the gray sky, in fact, hey, then I put a capital R. Maybe that'll help. I'm just trying to spread this stuff so my channel can be as good as my other YouTube channel, which is a Cool Comedy Network. I'm talking about my main channel, which is J-Rock Reacts. It used to be J-Rock 893, like on this thing here. But I changed it to J-Rock Reacts. Alright. Yeah, like that. Yeah, and you'll see the yeah, if you search it on YouTube, you may see like the latest video I reacted to, which would be the Tourette's guy. I mean, it gets the hiccups reaction by REACTION.CAM, and you'll see my stuff like the channel. You know, if you actually just search for the channel, you know. I'm trying to find mine. Mine's pretty far. Mine's pretty hard to find. If I had more subscribers, it would be much more easier. Alright, about to go by channel. Oh, well, whatever though. You can just find J-Rock Reaction. You can go see like a little symbol that by my stuff. Let me just tell you what it looks like. I know I'm wasting like 3 minutes already trying to look for my stuff. And wait, let's just put my passport here. Alright. I got J-Rock Reaction. It has 17 videos there already and 14 subscribers. While Cool Comedy Network, where I hadn't posted a thing, which would be like my gaming channel, I'm gonna put J-Rock Gaming there instead of Cool Comedy Network. So that way I only stream live. So that means like if you missed the live stream, don't worry. The video of the stream is still there. And I have 314 subscribers because I've been streaming there instead of on this channel. Actually, yes. Yes, I stream on YouNow, which connects to YouTube. Right. Yes, I did some gaming there off of you now. I streamed it live. Yeah, I played like Need for Speed off the PS4. It's the only game I got so far. And I play on the Xbox One. And I used to do reaction videos like that off of the Xbox One on YouTube. And it looks so poor. Like, I just put this thing on my television. I would rather see a video game instead of reactions. So, that means it's going to be better now. Got the reaction right here in this little video section here where you see the video and the reactor. Boop, right here. So, if you subscribe to J-Rock Reacts, you would see, I'm about to go on my channel. He wasted time here like that, but, it would be, you'll see J-Rock Reacts, and it has 14 subscribers, and you'll see a gray sports car with the gray clouds up in the background. So, I'm about to just show it to you all, because I'm tired of the time, but when you see something like this, yeah, not sure if I'm putting it up good. And this is all my reactions go to YouTube right here. Yep. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and deuces.